Today I want to discuss Backrooms Level 99, which is known only as the GHOUL TOWN. Everything in this level is a grotesque, rusty orange color, and the environment of the level is metallic and corrosive, and it's just dangerous to be in. But more importantly, deep in the bowels of this expanse lies a disappearing city that doesn't actually exist. So with all that out of the way, hopefully that sounds interesting to you. Without more introduction, I'm going to go ahead and get into the explanation of level 99. Let's hop into it now, shall we? Level 99 is marked as the 100th level of the Backrooms, and it is the last level for this year's Backrooms, which I know extended past New Year's, but I got busy. Sorry. Hopefully you all enjoyed Backrooms though. Level 99 itself has been labeled as a class oasis, and has a desolate terrain, but intelligent life, as well as the presence of passive creatures, which I will explain later on in the entity section of the video. Now, as stated in the intro, the level is disgustingly, sickeningly orange in every way. The air is distorted and warped, and orangish yellow hues flow through all of it. Photographs of this level often show a hazy and glitchy environment, but in a physical sense, the level itself is decently normal. The ground here is made up of some sort of reddish sand type thing, and it looks to be a desert landscape and layout. This desert spreads over the horizon as far as the eyes can see. There is no day and there is no night, as the sky is always this blistering, overbearing orange color. It's unrelenting, it's unchanging, everything is orange. Now the sand here is not soft, like you'd think it would be. In fact, it's actually coarse and gravelly and metallic. It just hurts your feet to walk on it, especially if you're barefoot. The skies and the air above seem to not be solid matter, as they're ever warping and ever changing. The smell of the desert in this level is similar to rust or corroding metal, and this is because the sand on the ground is actually made of small bits of rust. Yay, I'm sure that's healthy. The level is hot and blustery, and of course the ground is covered in rust, so when you're walking through, your eyes and your nose and your mouth will essentially be assaulted by rust going in them. Your nose will have the smell of old metal, your eyes will have metal shavings in them, and your body will be whipped against the coarse rust flowing through the air. How exactly is this level a class oasis again? I don't know. The level is such a barren place. It feels like the planet Dune from the Dune movies and books. And it really just puts people in this lonely headspace to be exploring here. Now, the discovery of this level is also pretty interesting. A couple people were walking around on level 4 in the office rooms there when they located a door that was floating in the air a few centimeters off the ground. This door was made out of wood, and on the front of the wood door, there was a sign nailed to it that simply read, GHOUL TOWN. Opening up this door, they were led to the desert of level 99. But something else strange occurred whilst this was happening. The two people who discovered this door said that if you walked behind it and you looked at the door from behind, you could not see it. It was only visible from the very front. Yet, there was no door frame or anything like that. It was just a floating door. It was stated that looking at this door and being near it gave extremely trippy and weird hallucinations to those who were nearby. Almost as if the door was convincing them to walk over to it and open it and to explore what was beyond. Now, the GHOUL TOWN, this mysterious oasis vanishing town, it is the only community here, and like I said, it's also where the level gets its name. The GHOUL TOWN city is an area nestled deep into the heart of the desert on level 99. The town itself is said to be massive, and it's estimated to be over 4,000 square meters in size. And the way the GHOUL TOWN was discovered is also pretty cool, and I'm going to go ahead and read it in the form of this discovery log from the page. That way you can kind of get the most realistic explanation of how it was. It reads as follows. We were cautious at first, but as we walked, we noticed that the ghouls were more human-like than zombie ghoulish. They resembled the undead, but seemed passive enough to try and to communicate with. So we tried asking one of them about a place we could stay. They apparently cannot talk, but they did know sign language. Stanley's ASL classes are finally paying off, I see. And told us that if we were new to town, we should go to the local grocery store for a complimentary gift basket. I'd never expect a place called GHOUL TOWN to be so hospitable. And other people have been here too, which was really unexpected. considering your first reaction to a massive expanse of orange sand would not be to go and explore it, unless you're us, of course. The grocery store is a lot like the ones from the front rooms. It's even got running electricity and fresh produce too. We went up to the main counter near the back of the store, and the manager, whose name was Brenda, started singing up a storm with Stanley. I can't remember if Stanley took ASL lessons or signed up for the Naruto club. After a bit of back and forth Naruto hand signs, Brenda opened a door into what I assume is a pantry and comes out with 2 neatly tied up gift baskets. Now, I warned Stan that we shouldn't immediately trust these people since, is that chocolate cake? So we're alive. That means the food wasn't poison. Who knew ghouls ate the same stuff as humans instead of humans? After stuffing our faces full of pastries and bread rolls, Stanley started asking around if there was maybe a motel or something that we could stay in for a while to rest, until we ran into a ghoul whose name was Neil, who I assumed was an old man. He brandished this polished spruce cane, slicked back white hair, bowl hat, and scoliosis. He signed to us to head to the downtown area and to talk to the people living on the hill. We would have gotten more information out of him, but he fell asleep halfway through the sentence. Stanley said he could have actually said anything else. The signs he had made were so crude and lazy that he barely got that. But abiding by the logic of the old wise people, and against our better judgment, we decided to go to downtown, end quote. So as you can see, these people kind of just came here and were walking around this empty desert ghost town, and they ran into these things like ghouls. They said they're not really human, but they were kind of human and they couldn't talk using voices. But the weirdest part is that they were given gift baskets by these ghouls full of pastries and chocolate cake. Now, these people were not poisoned when they ate the cake and the pastries, but they were worried about it since that's what the guy said. He was like, I guess we weren't poisoned. So who knows what was in that cake? Maybe it was humans, after all. Anyways, they estimated that this ghoul town had a population of about 50 people in it, and that the only way to communicate was through sign language, as well as grunts and hand gestures. But beyond all of what I just said, which is strange of course, the level just keeps getting weirder. Because beyond the outskirts of the town, there is a sign that points directly to the downtown area. And if you make it all the way here, consider yourself lucky, because your eyes will be itchy and burning and inflamed. Your skin will be itchy and scratched from the rust, and your eyes will be able to see nothing but orange. It is estimated that the atmosphere of level 99 is over 30% made of rust. That includes the air, the ground, and everything else. And that's what gives the sky this orange color. Because of this, it is of course unsafe to breathe or have any open wounds or anything like that in this level. So if you have to come here, make sure you cover your eyes, make sure you cover your mouth and nose, and try not to have any cuts either. Many humans have made it to the ghoul town, but have not managed to make it back to tell the tale. Because of this, the town has developed a sort of mythos and a sort of legend around it in the backrooms. There are strange whisperings and rumors of people asking, do you know how to get to Ghoul Town, throughout the backrooms. It's kind of like the city of gold, like El Dorado from real life. People know it's there, or at least they think they do, but it's hard to find and even harder to survive. The ghouls that live in Ghoul Town seem to be husks of their former selves. They're bent and they're twisted, and they don't seem human anymore. They're uncanny and strange to converse with, although they seemingly do understand what you're saying when you speak. But besides the ghouls, the town is empty. It seems like a ghost town. You're just walking through these sandy corridors with nothing but the wind blowing and the rust hitting you. No one truly knows if the Ghoul Town exists, or if it's some sort of oasis that your mind conjures up. We just can't tell yet. But if you want to somehow enter and search for it, you can do so by being on level 4, finding that floating door, walking through it, and following the signs that are painted Ghoul Town to the Ghoul Town. Of course, this is extremely hard to do. Most people don't make it out alive, but if you're already coming here, you probably expect that. To exit, it's thought that you have to make it all the way back to the door that you came in through and then walk out it. But this level itself is hallucinatory and it's rusty and orange and it's really hard to find your way through due to desert storms and fog and smog, so it's almost impossible to get out, and like I said, most people don't escape. They are condemned to wander the infinite desert forever. Or maybe they're just chilling in Ghoul Town eating chocolate cake, I don't know. But the Ghoul Town resembles and represents the last stop in the backrooms. It is the final double-digit level before we enter the 100s, and very few people can make it beyond this to discover level 100 plus. It sounds like a fake story, like this big city, this big oasis in the middle of a deadly desert, but only time will tell if it can be escaped though, and if it's indeed truly real, because as of the second, we really don't know if it is. Anyways, that was it for level 99, and that wraps up this year's Brookmas. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This was a blast to make, levels 90 through 100. We've officially covered level 0 all the way to level 100, and I'm super proud of that. That is a legendary thing. If you want to watch all of them in order, I do have a playlist for you. I might make a huge compilation of level 0 through 100, but that might be later. Leave a like if you want that. Once again, thank you for an amazing holiday season. I know this kind of carried over into the new year, but I got really busy with making stuff for Spoogly and Toogly as well, which are my other two channels. Shameless plug, I know, but those will be in the description. Thank y'all so much. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you tell somebody you love them too. Life is too short not to. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.